Lone Pine is like the koala reserve in Brisbane.
Right.
So anytime, like for example, Benji Madden will rock up. Did we ever even get to that story?
Yeah, why do you know him?
Oh. Next episode. No, I had to interview him for a documentary thing I was doing.
Right.
And he just turned out to be a really good dude. And then I saw him again in Brisbane and hung out with him. And just, really good dude.
That's so weird.
Yeah, nice guy.
I really like his music. I would love to hang out with him.
Yeah, he was fucking cool too, because like now he runs like a record label, management label, but it's like fully designed around like artist control. Cool. So like they just kind of facilitate ways for artists to have control over their career, as opposed to like
taking control,
doing like doing all that shit.
The music industry needs that.
Yeah, because they got that. I didn't know, but they got like fucked a lot by like the whole music industry.
They were like the poster boys of pop punk, which like all those bands back in the day would have got fucked, like Fall Out Boy and stuff. They would have been, because that music was so popular, and if anything blows up that quickly, you know the person's
there's shit behind
fucked.
it. Yeah, well, like that's one of the crazy things. Like Pete Wentz, like that's one of the reasons I still love Fall Out Boy. Like, so he wrote most of the lyrics for their songs, which is super cool. Yeah, and like he's been responsible for so much good music and like a production behind the scenes.
Was the one who made Panic at the Disco huge. He ran Decadence, or was it Decadence? I don't know what it's called, but like Paramore. There's a bunch of bands on that record label at the time that he brought up. Yeah, dude, and My Chemical Romance. Speaking of that one of my favorite bands of all time. Oh, same. Top 3.
Fucking unbelievable.
Spotify told me I was in their top 1% of fans last week.
Really?
And that, I was like, is this problematic?
What's your favorite song from them?
Ooh, I'm weird, and I like all their weird B-side / albums that no one's has heard of. They've got like this album this unreleased album that they wrote an album, they recorded it, and then they scrapped it and released that Danger Days album. Yeah. But there was an album in between the Black Parade and that album. Wow. And that has some of my favorite songs in it. Really? It's on Spotify now.
I was going to say I might listen to that.
Yeah, but I guess I like any song of like, I like all, I don't know. Yeah. You know when there's a band you actually can't decide? Yeah. I was like,
that's Linkin Park for me. That's mine.
I'm sorry.
That's mine.
You called me the whitest boy that's ever lived.
Nah, dude.
I bet you like fucking Limp Bizkit as well, don't you?
We've been through this. I do like Limp Bizkit.
That's right. Yeah. I remembered why I didn't come back on the show for a while.
Dude, this is gonna sound so lame. One of the highlights of my life. I don't even know that I've ever told this story. Yeah, get ready for it. Buckle in. You got a seatbelt over there? Yeah. One of the highlights of my life. Just peak pinnacle Jace
was the end of Transformers 3.
No. Also a great moment.
We are here, we are out there, they are coming. Cuts the credit. And Jace is like fucking jacking off in the cinema.
So Soundwave 2000 and something, 2012 2013, Linkin Park.
This was the lineup I was least interested in.
Did
you travel down to Melbourne, or they
I was
come
in
to
Sydney.
Brisbane?
I used to go to Sydney for it every year with my business partner from America, and but I've been to maybe 50 Linkin Park shows.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Every time they came here, you go.
Yeah. No, in America, I used to fucking go all over, like around America. I've watched them in San Diego, LA, fucking everywhere, dude. Soundwave, like I've watched them in so many places. Like we used to go to like when they'd play Jimmy Kimmel, we used to go and watch them at Jimmy Kimmel.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we used to just go everywhere, and it's fucking it's actually one of my regrets in life, actually, to get fucking full on into it. I got invited to one of his Super Bowl parties, Chester Bennington, and because one of my good friends in America went to college with him. He was his college roommate, and they stayed boys forever. And it was one of those things where it's like, fuck, I love him too much. Like he was like, you
didn't want to go because you didn't want to ruin the image of him? Or?
And I knew at some point, I was like, I feel like I'll work with him at some point. Like because of the music stuff that I was doing and that connection. I was like, I'd love to meet him and like...
There's a few people like that I enjoy them too much and I don't want to ruin that.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin the mystique
I really like... So about Panic at the Disco, like one of my favourite bands, and I always go see them, and I love Brendan Urie. Yeah. And I think like Panic at the Disco, people probably like laugh when I said that and be like,
he's brilliant, dude.
Dude, he's like been on Broadway.
Brilliant.
So talented. Like, and I think people overlook them because they're just this like pop rock band now. but fuck, they got some bangers. Like
Oh,
every album, like even
lyrics
that
are
High
just-
Hopes song,
yeah.
is a banger. Like it's a really good pop song.
Listen to that in Bali on a fucking scooter like a complete fuckboy.
Fuck yeah, no wonder you're crashing. Oh, that's Vietnam, but same shit. I really don't know. Pete Wentz, I really admire, and I really like the guys from Blink-182. I really think if I met Tom, Mark, and Travis in a room, I wouldn't know what to say.
Met Tom, super weird dude.
Oh, I would love to meet Tom. Was like my favorite person in the world growing up. Really met Tom.
Yeah,
that makes me so jealous. That's
Yeah.
I think that's cooler than this. That's
It was like met him, said what up, stood next
like,
to him while he
"Hey,
did.
man."
Yeah, well, I wasn't a crazy interaction.
what did he? Oh, that's
I was
cool.
just in a room with like a bunch of other people that knew him. You know what I mean?
What is your life? How
But
are
so
you
we film-
in the room with like these people?
We used to film tons of music shit in LA.
Right.
Yeah, so like
And he lives in San Diego, doesn't he?
I'm not sure.
I think so.
Probably. But yeah, he was going through this thing where he was doing like a lot of DJ sets. Like he had like
Tom
a bit
DeLonge was.
Yeah, he had like this DJ thing.
That was
he
never public.
Yeah, so he would just go and do like these DJ sets. So we would film with this band Issues, and then they were doing a show with, it was like All Time Low.
I love All Time Low.
Yeah, I've hung out with those dudes like heaps.
What
yeah.
the fuck? I'm
Yeah.
so jealous. These are like all my
They're
idols.
real cool guys.
Yeah,
Real
Alex and
fucking
stuff.
Cool guys. Yeah,
I sang
yeah.
Dear Maria in the microphone crowd surfing at their Melbourne show once.
Wow.
There was only 600 people. It was before they got really big here, and I went to see them. It was
Yeah,
fucking
right.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Jack and Alex, and like, I know
Yeah.
this thing. I know all their names, like Ryan. Like I know.
I wouldn't have even remembered their names.
Yeah, like this thing. I'm super into pop punk. It's like all I did when I
Yeah.
was a teenager. I'm
Yeah,
so
that's-
jealous right now.
Yeah, so that like so it was All Time Low, Issues,
Oh.
and then yeah, in between them, like when they were doing the set, Tom DeLonge did like a DJ set.
Oh man, I'm so
Yeah,
jealous.
we did tons of cool shit like
Now
that.
he's into
over
like
there.
aliens and weird shit.
He was into it then, like
Yeah.
that's what they
Oh
were
yeah,
all-
he's always was. But
yeah.
yeah.
But like so you'd meet those people, but it's not like I really got to like bro down with them and
I know,
you know,
but
like
that'd
have
be
those combos.
I just would like to meet those people because it was like my teenage years. They were all like, that was all I cared about. I only ever
Yeah.
wanted to be in a band. I had no interest in doing comedy until I was like 18. I was like, I was in bands in high school, and I honestly think that I would still be in a band and stuff if I had 4 other people around me
that were into it
as me.
yeah.
Because I was like, I'm gonna make this happen. It was like the comedy thing. I'm like, I'm gonna make it happen, and I feel like I would have met all these people by now that
Yeah.
I really used to really admire, but now instead I've met all my comedy heroes. Really, like, because I'm in that world now, but
Yeah.
I'm not in music world at all. But I'd still love to.
Yeah.
I still really admire all these people in music world.
Somewhere